Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award, and he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week, but when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely, and he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
That's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. What would he do with it?
And he'll get about 3 as he takes us up near the 25. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Now for the point after. Now these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out now come the Patriots as they are led out by their quarterback, a former MVP of the National Football League back in 2015, Cam Newton.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. And this first play will get him back to the 25, and that's going to be in. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Newton. Incomplete.
Newton's pass thrown to the sideline.
And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know, it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Allen will try again on second down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Open man is Myers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First down, here's White. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, here's Newton. That one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At the 20-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's White. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now. It's White. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Out of the gun, Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Asiasi with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. Would you work your tight end into it? That's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Well, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyle Duggar in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
The tackle made by Lawrence Guy.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen now on 1st down.
As an unbiased observer,
and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. He completes it right side of White. Call it no gain there on the first down play. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Newton. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Allen. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now Newton on 1st down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. 2nd and 10, Newton again. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the Lions who were able to come away with the home victory. A touchdown, the difference, 21-14, the final score. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they were winners in that one over the visiting.
We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. Last time out they had the 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The sack there by Trent Murphy. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Hyde. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Singletary again. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go play action here on 1st down. Uncorks one for Davis. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play here for the Bills. 44 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
To throw, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he will have a Patriots first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. He's going to wind up and air it out. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. So the shoulder for Cam Newton apparently not really an issue as he reached back and uncorked a big one there. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Come on, baby, we got to do our job. We got to do it. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
They'll run with White. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Bills' 4-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Newton to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And Beasley with it over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. At
the 45-yard line.
On play action. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, it's Allen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
At the 7-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The Bills on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Allen to throw once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Allen taking it himself. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Bass on for the extra point. And he pushed it right. It's no good.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. This is intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Adam Butler there on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Allen to Beasley, first down Buffalo. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Bills.
On the counter, this is Singletary. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bills, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for New England, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.